Cannot breathe, cannot see, cannot breathe, cannot breathe, cannot see, cannot breathe. Horizon's too high, it's dark on my side. I made my own clouds, flew by my pride. The ship falls away, the night turned to day. Remember why? Fire consumed, ashes remain. Cannot breathe, cannot see, cannot breathe, cannot breathe, cannot see, cannot breathe. Cannot breathe. Cannot see. Cannot look in between. I cannot breathe, I can't see, I can't look in between. I cannot breathe, I can't see, I can't look in between.
Jag kan inte andas när jag ser hur det går iväg. Jag kan inte andas när jag ser hur det går iväg. Går iväg.
I cannot breathe,
Jag kan
cannot see,
inte
cannot breathe,
andas när jag
cannot breathe,
jag kan
cannot see,
inte
cannot breathe.
när jag går iväg.
Cannot see,
Går iväg.
horizon's too high, it's dark on my side. I made my own clouds, flew by my pride. The ship falls away, the night turned to day. Remember why? Fire consumed, ashes remain.
Går iväg. Jag kan
What's up? Can you guys hear us? Check. How we doing, everybody? Welcome to another Monday evening.
Yeah.
We got audio? Can you guys hear us?
Yep.
There we go. So yeah, hope you guys liked that new waiting room music. That was courtesy of Red Giant Project, my buddy Berkey.
Yeah, a bunch of people were asking what the
Yeah,
song was.
Matt Berkey. That's actually called ridiculous kind of, but RAD.
Clever.
I see. Yeah, clever. Off of the Red Giant Project, and Berkey is actually one of the two guys that are in the vocab company band that I always grab music from. So that's a new project that Berkey is working on. And I guess one of the guys from, I might be kind of botching this here, from I think AC/DC is in it, like the drummer or something like that. I could be way off. Carl Dennison. I don't know if he's actually in it. So so yeah, is that thing paused, or are we? Are you there? Is the stream?
It's
okay,
I was just pausing.
Okay, I was like, I thought we were. So yeah, anyway, thank you guys, everybody, for joining us. As always, we've got a great show for you guys. We've got a bunch of cool stuff. Obviously, you guys saw the topic, why some kids are so soft these days, and that's going to be a topic of something we're going to consider talking about.
Yeah.
Giveaways, as always, we've got giveaways for the members, exclusive giveaways for the members. This jacket is going to be going out at the end of the week to one exclusive member. Right now, I think we have 14 members, so thank you guys for all of your support. That helps us to keep us here. So there's member exclusive discount codes also. I sent out a 10% off HK Army discount code to all of the middle tier and top tier members. So
Nice.
if you guys want to do that.
Dude, I got my hair cut just for you guys. I told them I'm a YouTube star now, so I guess my hair's still not doing it enough for you guys.
Thanks, Carmen.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got the memberships going on that are going to give you guys discount codes right here. We just got the posters that we're going to sign. This came in the mail, hot off the press.
Yeah, those things are nice.
A nice signature poster that you're going to get if you are a mega support status.
Ryan already hung one up in his room.
Yeah, Kyle's already got it in his pillow.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So these are pretty cool, exclusive only to the top tier members. We're going to make some special posters for you guys throughout the entirety of, the next 10 or 20 years while we're doing this, We've got an announcement. There's been another BKI member turned pro officially.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's official. I'm gonna call it official. So we're gonna make that announcement. So
You're allowed to say that? Is that?
I mean, who's gonna get mad at me?
Yeah. We gotta give the people what they want.
You gotta give the people. Do you
Yes.
guys want to know what BKI member just went pro? And if Dizon is in this already, please, Dizon, I'm sure you already know, but don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. I actually had to tell Kyle about it today.
Yeah, I didn't.
And
know.
I actually just got off the phone with Anthony, and I had to tell him too.
Oh, he didn't know either.
He didn't know. He
Wow.
didn't know, yeah. And I'm glad I went by it because I actually got his name wrong. See, look at that. Yes, comment yes if you guys want to know what BKI member just made the jump up to the pro series, pro league. He's a good player too.
Yes.
Also, we got news
He's
and
been working
updates.
hard.
News and updates from Team USA practice. I don't think so. Anthony Vitale, who's responsible for the whole BKI program and helping pretty much develop paintball and keep paintball in the forefront. He joined us 2 weeks ago. I've known him for about 10 years now, and I don't think I've ever seen him happy or excited. He very rarely cracks a smile. We played Torrey Pines, and we're like, is he having a good time? Like, I can't tell. He was like audibly excited about it.
I could tell in his text messages this morning. He was like, dude, all this news. He's like, this player was playing this. Like, he was stoked.
So, shout out to Brandon Martinez. I know that Pops is in there. No, Jackson. It's not Jackson Frey, Avery. It is not Jackson Frey. So, as we've got the members joining us, again, we've got special giveaways out here today. I'm going to pick one winner from last week that watched the show during the week that wasn't able to be here on the Monday and put some comments into the last week's edition. So I'll announce that at the end here. Somebody is going to be getting, one member is going to get another sticker pack. We've got a ton of stickers in here. Yep, sticker pack. So you guys can ruin some street signs, put them on your bumper stickers, put them all over your equipment, your laptop. You're also going to get a Jolly Rancher green apple. This actually came in my HA order. Brandon Short kept putting in a bunch of candy. Yeah. Also, I believe if you get Field 1 stuff delivered, Yosh puts candy in there too.
Oh, really?
I think it's a thing. Yeah. So
nice.
yeah, you guys are gonna get it. And then so this is gonna be exclusively given away exclusive to one of our members. If you guys want to become a member and support the channel, the show, and us, you guys can, after you're subscribed, there's a little button right here. No, right here. Yeah, I think it's like right here.
Yeah.
It says join. It's like right. No, see, look, everything's there it is, right there. Yep. No, right. Anyway, there's a button right there. You guys can join. No smoked salmon, no smoked trout on this one. I will give away some smoked trout, I promise, next week. That'll be next week's gift. Also, I think what we're going to do next week is someone's going to give us a topic to talk about, and we're going to make them an official cool person.
Sweet.
Oh, yeah, guys, also, if you're already a member, there are new emojis. You got a Young Sloan emoji. Okay. Definitely need that. Boom.
That's great.
You've got a Kyle Spicka emoji. You've got a Ryan Greenspan emoji. And then you've got a Dynasty emoji. Of course, you've got the Impact emoji. And I'm going to probably say hit Sloan. Yep. Young Sloan's got her own emoji. So I'm also going to make a couple of other cool emojis as we go. We're thinking about doing like a member spotlight. I was trying to make a Dizon emoji, and I was trying to make a Fusion emoji. But my editing skills aren't quite good enough with the one photo that I had of Dizon. So, but we're going to...
But I don't even have access to these yet.
Oh, you don't?
Wow.
Even if you're a moderator?
I guess not.
Oh, dude. Sorry.
I need to
You're going to have
sign
to
up.
become a member.
Yeah. I'll sign up once we
If
get
you guys
up
want to have a cool member emoji, you know how to do it. Click the join button. So, yeah, let's get into it. What do we got today?
Well, that's a good stuff.
Let's talk about the health kick a little bit. Can we get some jerky? Yeah, Joe, actually, I used to be sponsored by the Crave Jerky Company. I just kind of stopped doing stuff with them. It wasn't
you
bad.
off?
No, they didn't cut me off. I kind of like just...
Yeah.
I
Phase it out.
think they changed like reps or something like that, so I didn't want to chase them down. It was good, though. I like that stuff. The Crave stuff was pretty good.
Yeah, that was
And yeah, so I'll look into a jerky sponsorship, and Joe, and I'll get that to you. So let's talk about one of the more bigger stories of the week that just broke the other day, and that was GI or Key filing for a portion of bankruptcy or a type of bankruptcy. So a lot of people had thought maybe, this is the end of the empire. It's done. It's gone. They're
It's what you commonly hear when you hear the word
bankruptcy. Yeah, but a lot of bankruptcy basically allows you just to wipe the debt, and essentially that's what they did. So Richmond's pretty crafty in business, but I guess one of their excuses or reasons for it was obviously they held a lot of debt, but a lot of paintball fields, when they were closed for those 2 or 3 months or even longer, a lot of the people that shut the doors didn't pay their bills. So a lot of people had a large bill that they owed to GI, and so GI was able to restructure the company, and a couple of good things came out of this. I mean, hopefully some people out there who owed them money didn't have to pay it.
Dizon even I was talking to Dizon a little bit earlier before the show, and he was saying it's called a Chapter 15 bankruptcy. So not necessarily closing the doors. No,
not at all. And they're wiping a lot of their debt off of the books,
reorganizing
and
the
restructuring,
structure.
and while in the process of all this, Richmond, who owns what's now going to be called Core Outdoor, which is a private equity firm, he bought his own debt, more or less. It's kind of a tricky because there was multiple countries involved, because it's a Canada company owned in the U.S., and there was a European division of it. So in order for all of it to go, they had to, before they broke the news publicly, they had to make sure that Europe and U.S. was already buttoned down, but somebody in Canada had leaked the news, and so that's why it kind of came out on news sites before, because GI was not legally allowed to release any information publicly.
It's like sometimes if you break a bone, you got to go in, the doctor's like, hey, we got to break it even further.
We got to break it again, yeah. Don't tell anybody.
Yeah.
I think so. Maybe that could be it. So, so that's it. So they're not going out of business. They're now just restructured. But while all this was going down, something that us may have skated by is the gun company Remington has been up for auction for a while, which is funny because I had seen that somewhere else. They're struggling to make any money. There's a big problem with their CEO. Well, guess who just bought Remington? Richmond.
Really?
Yeah, Richmond and his group now they won the bid for Remington firearms.
Wow.
They don't own the Remington ammo, they own Remington firearms, which could be a good and bad thing. I know a lot of people have an issue the guns
associating
the two.
yeah.
But this could also open the doors for distribution for everything else. It's kind of like when Dye bought what was that helmet company? ProTech. So when Dye was doing their snowboard division, in order for them to get their goggles into the mainstream, they had to acquire a larger company that was in the industry already. And so that could mean that we're going to be seeing some paintball stuff kind of more in the mainstream.
Yeah.
Which could be cool.
Yeah.
So now Tippmann and rifles and shotguns. Yep. So Torpedo Company, buy back the IP for pennies on the dollar. There it is. Dane Kaler nailed it on the head while restructuring all your debt. Exactly. So, they kind of came out ahead on this one for sure. So, that Dane, I think you and Joe Pike pretty much and Dizon hit the nail on the head with that one. So I know a lot of people were talking about it. That was kind of like a big topic.
Yeah.
But it's like,
I just got paint on Friday from GI, so it looks like it's still.
So for this whole entire time since March, you have not gotten a single case of paint from GI.
Yeah, and then now
you got 20 cases.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Did you get to take any of that home, or does A-Rod have
Yeah,
that?
no, A-Rod has some. I have 4, and Brandon Cornell has 4 cases.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna steal one.
That's also a new piece of news. We kind of talked about it the other week about A-Rod, but it was finally announced today on the NXL page. But yeah, A-Rod onto the team now, on the Impact.
And see, you guys heard it first here.
Yeah.
It's another great reason to tune into this Monday Night Live. Another great reason, we give tons of stuff away. So really quickly, because I did just see a G2 little pop up on my phone when I was scrolling through Instagram, and if you guys look at their Instagram page, it's actually kind of cool. Did you see that he did that like little sliding thing? They put a tape line down.
I was just
and you have
watching
to
that
dive
today.
and slide under that.
Yeah.
That kid looked crispy.
Yeah.
So G2 is
I
like
thought
an
he's definitely going to
in-person.
get a clothesline.
I thought
there.
for sure too.
Yeah, it was pretty low.
That was really low.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you guys jump over to I don't want to get you guys to jump off right now, but jump off at some point in time
Maybe write a little note
onto the G2 Instagram page. Make sure you guys give them a follow, because G2 is sponsoring in part this show, but also sponsoring the shipping costs and giving away a lot of the stuff, so you guys want to show them some love. This is why we're going to give away to one person in the chat box is going to win this G2 hat. One member is going to win a fat sticker pack with a lollipop on the inside. Someone from last week is going to win this. We're also going to give away a BKI membership. And this jacket is going to go to one member, all right? To one member at the end of the month. So, that's right, Joe. Let's get
thank
some
you,
likes.
Joe.
Let's get some likes on the video so it populates up there. And also you guys saw the this poster, which is really cool.
It's not quite 100 degrees in here, but it's pretty hot.
Who asked that?
What was it? Andrew, 418 Andrew asked, it is 100 degrees in that room. Y'all look like you're sweating. And this is actually a cooler day than it's been.
This is
in
nice.
The last month or
the
so.
last couple of weeks have been ridiculously hot here in California. So
we actually have a little AC machine over here, but we have it off because it's a little bit cooler
it's nice,
today.
Yeah. Actually, I'll tell you exactly. It is 80 degrees right now.
Yeah.
80 degrees on my. That's what on my wrist.
We can get away for most of the year without AC here in San Diego, but a few of these months can be a little struggle.
So let's jump into the main topic, and right at the end, we'll christen the end of the topic with the guy who just joined the Ironman, because I think that's like a great way, because he's definitely not one of the people that pertains to what I was talking about.
Yeah.
So this has been something that I have theorized for a while, and it's kind of like why kids these days are so soft. And I actually had a debate with one of my really good friends' wives about she was upset about the fact that I would say that people are easily offended these days. It was Eileen. She was because I was discussing what a snowflake was. She was offended that would be a person. So anyway, I personally think that kids or some of the younger generation, I would say in the late 90s, so maybe if the guys that are in their mid 20s or around the mid teens right now, or even teenagers, it's way easier for them to like just give up, I feel like.
Yeah.
Right? And that's kind of what our topic is going to be of today. Is kind of like, why do people give up so easily? Yeah, and it's, I feel that a lot of it, obviously, social media has has a lot to do with it. But I think video games were the very first, the online video games were the immediate first thing that really allowed people to start giving up so easily.
Sure.
And it's instant gratification, right?
So, yeah.
So
we kind of touched on that last week.
Yeah, we touched on it a little bit, right? This is kind of like we wanted to foreshadow what we're going to talk about here.
Yeah.
And you weren't really part of that. You weren't really part of the video game things, and you're 30, so that's why I'm thinking just kind of below where I am, where you are in age is kind of where I feel that is kind of where the validity starts. Is because when it's super easy to quit, and especially with the adaptation of online games, so how you play now. So imagine right now, without you knowing what life is like as much, and you're 15 or 16 or 12, and you're playing video games, and you are online, and someone yells at you, and is like, "Oh, you suck, kid," and then you can and you lose, and you can immediately cuss at them, and then exit the chat thing. So you're like, instant gratification. I just won. Right? But I quit. Or if it's like, I'm just so mad that I'm finding some adversity and I don't get it. Well, I just turn the game off and I walk away. Right? So in real life, when you're playing real sports, you can't just do that. There's no way for you just to be like, I'm done, I'm walking away. I mean, you can, but it's like, you just let down your team, you just let down everybody around you, and it's more personable right there.
For sure.
So,
I mean, that's like I touched on last week, I just finished writing a paper for one of my classes and I touched mainly on this subject, coming from a perspective of where there wasn't, and not just games, it was the influx of social media and smartphones. Now you have so much distraction, so easy to go do anything. There's not really a lot of hard work that goes into everything. But I wrote this paper from the standpoint of there was a 10-year span of time where I didn't have those distractions, and then now I have it, but I can look at it from both perspectives and say, hey, what are the things that help enable me towards my goals or success, and it's staying away from those distractions and be willing to accept the journey and the work ethic, and know that you're not going to get stuff instantly. A lot of work comes out of it, and I'm sure Bart's in here, but I was talking to Bart on Zoom earlier last week, and he took a long break from paintball and came back after 6 years, and he's like, man, I'm just enjoying the grind of it. And I was like, that's one of the best things, because when you look back, you could probably do this too, looking back on the last 10, 20 years of your life, the stuff that stands out to you is more so the stuff that you've worked hard for, not hey, you went one day and Febreze hit you up and they want to give you a ton of money for an ad or something.
Right.
That's not the stuff. Or and I use the analogy of going on, maybe you went on a date with a really cute girl or something one day. That stuff doesn't matter. It's the stuff that you put in the hard work for, and you took the time out.
Leading up to it.
Yeah, leading up to it. And we talked about even going in, one of his questions was what do you do leading up to an event? And I'm every single day for that month and a half before, I'm watching when I eat, making sure I work out, and making sure I'm completely focused, so that when I can go to the event, I can be mentally confident and prepared and feel that I did the actual work. Not just okay, here's the tournament. Shit, I didn't really prepare at all.
I should be able to just do this because I've done it before or something like that. I mean, in preparation, I saw a good thing, I think we should call it a meme today, which is funny that that's the topic, right? And it was everything's hard. Right? If you want to be, being overweight is not an easy thing. It's hard to do, but so is being super fit. So it's kind of choose what direction you want to go with, what hard do you want to choose? But I remember seeing this video, and it was funny because the dad took away this kid's Xbox and he just went ballistic. And it's. I remember, I mean, when I grew up playing video games, there was no online. There was no internet. So that was hard for me to understand. But even when the transition came, and I don't know if you remember John O'Mara, he used to coach us a long time ago. He would come over to our house and play video games because he didn't have one there. He's a grown-ass man. And you would just see him, he would have the headset on, he'd be sitting there, we'd be doing other stuff, he'd be glued to this video game set and just talking shit. like shouting at kids. Yeah, you know what, you little kid?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
blah, 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 blah,
Yeah.
blah. And then goes, click, and hangs up and goes, ha, 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 you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, right there is a perfect example of like, I got him. I won. I'm
Yeah.
a better man,
Yeah.
right? And I can just walk away and I don't have to see anything. So that's like, I think one of the big things. But when you walk out on the paintball field, and I see a lot of people putting comments in here about like, oh, just play this, or if it's uncapped semi-auto, you wouldn't have soft kids. And that's not what it is. I know that, you know, having higher rates of fire or like getting bonus balled and all that stuff, the guys that are taking all that aren't the demographic I'm talking to.
Yeah.
It's the guys that don't put in the work to get up into that position, right?
Yeah.
And that's another thing with like a lot of divisional players that kind of hit a peak, right? And I think I was telling you one of those forgot which guy it was. I was teaching a clinic for my guys up at Glensfield at Ambush, and one of the collision guys like came off the field and like after a point, not even against my guys, but like was audibly kind of talking shit to me. And he's like, "Can't learn that at a Greenspan clinic. Can't turn that at a Greenspan clinic."
Yeah.
I picked, it was some tall, skinny guy, and he like strutting around and like, and one of the guys on my team was like, "What, is he yelling at you?" I go, "I don't think so, right?" But he's like peacocking around the field because he just went down the field and shot 2 or 3 guys. The guy's been playing D2 for 5 years, you know, like that's as high as he's gotten, and like the ability to want to like understand how to receive knowledge and information is the roadblock that he hits.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm not calling him soft by any means, but like your ability to like have an open mind to want to have to learn a lot, and that's I guess this is kind of off topic, but we talk about players when they're like, I don't know if I should go to one of your clinics. I don't know if I should sign up for BKI because I don't know if I'm going to learn anything.
Sure.
Right? Because they're like, all right, I'm already too good for what you guys are going to teach me. What else can I learn?
Yeah.
And those are the guys that are roadblocked into the same monotony that they've been in for so long.
Sure.
But that's kind of like the same thing. It's like so easy for them to make an excuse and to give up in the moment, right? So that's kind of...
And it's kind of a tough thing too, and like I also put this in that paper I wrote too, that like to play devil's advocate of what we're arguing about is like inevitably a lot of kids are growing up now that's what they know, like they're born into an era. They have smartphones early, they have video games, they have all this to their leisure, so that just seems normal, and all their friends are doing it, everything. Some of the people that may be on the external part of that and be working hard in whatever it is, music or art or whatever, and working on that craft, they almost get looked at like sometimes as outsiders because they're like, why isn't this person being social? Why is he like, he doesn't really like hang out with us friends?
Yeah, why is he outside
play?
doing his own thing?
Yeah. So it's like, you know, there's a lot of external influence and societal pressure. So it's kind of like, is that like the new way of life? And obviously it might not be the best way. And I'm fortunate that we've got to see both sides of that at a time where, you know, social media and smartphones weren't in the surplus. But at the same time, I think, you know, if you were really dedicated to a goal, like there has to be sacrifices. You can't really do everything, but it's hard to show that to people. It's like, you know, when someone older than you tells you to do something, you're going to learn from your own mistakes anyways. But in that type of situation, it's a little bit harder because everyone's doing it. So it's like, how do you teach the value?
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, how do you teach the value of like kind of like a hard work?
Yeah,
or not even hard work, but like physical exertion.
Yeah,
just like people will go out there and they want to work out for their own thing, but like physical exertion to like actually complete a team oriented task. And I think that's kind of more where I'm kind of talking about too, is because the main reason this is something that we talk about often in paintball is because why am I still one of the top players?
Yeah.
Right? Why am I at 38 years old and how has no one replaced me yet? And same with like Ryan Moorhead and because that was something that Tim and I also always used to talk about too, is like how, you know, these kids, because Tim was a lot more brazen than I am, and he's like, these kids are just too soft, like they just don't have it anymore. You know, I remember when I did this and that and this and the other thing with the older guys on all A's, and you know, we had Frank Connell doing this, and there's just a whole different kind of dynamic now, and like I said, Ryan Moorhead, Chad George, like all of the top level guys are all well into their 30s.
Yeah.
Right? There aren't any young guys coming, and there are still young guys coming up, and that's actually why we're going to give a little shout out here in a second. And there's a ton of players, and I mean, the Team USA guys, for sure are going to be pro players. There's no doubt in my mind about that. If they stick with it, I mean, I even hit up the Expendables, and I was like, hey, let's bring one of these Team USA kids as a player for the Expendables to come down as like a snake guy. And Dave from the Expendables was like, absolutely, you pick whichever guy you want, and maybe we'll bring one USA kid to each of the 4 events.
Oh, nice.
That's what we're going to do this year. We're going to try to get Trent. We're going to try to get Ollie. Remember I talked to you about it?
Yeah.
I was like, what if we got one of these guys and they could be our offensive guy, you know? And,
Yeah.
and Dave from the Expendables is such a great dude for saying that. He was like, you know, he was going to sponsor their airfare and their hotel, or give them like, you know, here's $1,000. Like just get yourself down here. And so I was talking to Trent Nita for the first event, like, hey, do you think you can make it to Australia? Would your mom, or whoever your parent is, like, be okay sending you down there?
Yeah.
And that's something that, like, because we believe so much in the Team USA kids and what they put into it. And then that has obviously rubbed off on Dave from the Expendables, who's just a guy who has a paintball team in New Zealand. And he pushes paintball so well. And, I mean, his kid was kind of like a softer kid because he's kind of like pampered a little bit. But, like, I've seen him transform his son into, like, a really good player. And it's like grinding every point. Like, yes, I'm doing it. Let me get in there. I want to play. Like, but it went from like, ooh, like getting shot was like kind of like, you know. But now he's just like butting heads, and you're like, go bunker that guy. You got it. Dude. So it's really cool. That's Thomas Hopkins from the Expendables, and he was like our number 1 guy at the last event that we played. Yeah, which is a huge transformation in a year and a half from like. I know a couple of you guys said that, like, play 15 balls a second, and you're not gonna be soft anymore, and that's kind of what happened.
Well, and like to add on to what you're saying about like the older generation right now are still kind of on top. That's one of these articles I read that I wrote that paper based off of was specifically about tennis, how Djokovic, Nadal, and Federer have been able to hold that top 3 spot, and like. No, no one's like knocked off the big 3, even though the kids are faster, stronger, younger, and still, you know, have the experience. They can't seem to take these guys off the top. And when you're looking at it like from a sports analytical perspective, it's like these guys should be beating them. And so there was like a psychological perspective about it, and like saying that they think that these younger players just have so much influence from social media and smartphones and stuff that they just that slight distraction and that slight is giving them that edge.
It's giving them that edge, And so I mean, like, shout out to Mario, Brandon Trujillo. I guess played his ass off this weekend. Anthony was so stoked on the U6 team. He said that all the teams played really well. He specifically pointed out Brandon Trujillo and Colton Dahl, and then Will. He said Will was bunkering guys, and then like apologized. Sorry. You know, like he's such a nice guy. Caden Swanson, those U16 guys absolutely crushed it. I think there's gonna be like no chance. No other team is gonna have a single chance. And Brandon is playing on the 19s too. So shout out to Brando, double dipping there. I guess the women's team was beating a lot of the D3 teams, beating with 5 up. And then the men's team was absolutely like cruising out there. I talked to Trent and I talked to Austin Beating. They're like both like, dude, everybody's playing lights out. Like so much better than they did last year. Everybody's super stoked on that. So that's super. I'm so stoked to hear all that.
Yeah. I mean, and I kind of like we kind of joke around on this, and it is a little bit of a touchy subject, but we always say, like, Ryan and I joke around like saying that like you kind of need bullies, not like you know, there is to some extent when the bullying gets really bad, as we've seen, you know, highlighted these days, but like to some extent, like I've always said that, like, you know, I didn't have an awesome like upbringing, like a super easy road through high school and stuff like that, and I look back on it now, and like the rough kids in school that like they teach you about life. Like you're obviously, you know, you're having to do good grades and learn like the whole education part about it, but like those people that give you a hard time like in school, like that's kind of like what life is going to be.
Life building lesson. You know, but I think that social media really killed that also, because then people would just like
And the argument there is like they can get bullied when they go home still, like versus just being at school. Like there's a lot. I mean, that's a touchy subject.
You can build like an army behind you and like say something. Yeah, that's like bullying. Bullying when we were younger was like swirlies and trash cans and like things like that.
Yeah.
And like fist fights. I didn't get in a fist fight, but
Yeah.
like that's what bullying was then. Like I was bullied too because I was small.
Yeah.
But like you're right. That's kind of it allows you to like, hey, talk yourself out of the situation, or
Yeah.
be crafty, or figure something out, or be fast.
Or being able to understand
Yeah.
like you're gonna face adversity.
Yeah,
sometimes,
facing
and, like,
adversity. But I do think that bullying online is definitely something that's unseen and way more difficult because everybody wants that attention. Everybody's in this to try and get like some sort of gratification. If everybody's against you on there, it makes it really difficult, you know. So I get that, and I don't condone that. But we do say on the field, on the paintball field is the one time when it's okay to be a bully.
Yeah.
So I always tell people, I go, be a bully this person. Like don't, and we talked about this last week. I go, if there's a guy in the snake with you, you want to bunker him like Mouse. If you be a bully to Mouse, he does not like it, and he's gonna start like whimpering back a little bit. That's
it's funny. Like we were practicing DMG the other weekend, and me and one of the snake guys like kind of went at it, and I shot him first, and then I like ripped him a little more, and I'm like, dude, I shot in your Hoffer. It's like I don't cheat, and then I'm like, I like blew a gasket, and I'm like yelling, and then he's kind of yelling, and then I went and sat on the side and like watching the rest of the point. He's like walking away, kind of like upset. I'm like, hey, come back here. I'm like, look, I'm a nice guy. Like I yelled, but like on the field, that's who I am. He's like, dude, I know. I'm like, he's like, I'm the same way. So it's, you know, it's a different mentality out there, but you need to have that to succeed. You know, obviously there's a line, but it's funny too, like just seeing, you know, when the thing that always gets me going too is like you see one player left against like 5 guys and he gets shot with like 6 balls and he's like freaking out, and I'm always like, man, you know how fast these guns shoot, and you know when you're on the other end of that, like a couple extra balls, it's like what is that, you know that's gonna happen. It's like just go, that should be some fuel to your fire. Like
exactly. Like, remember when what was his name on Infamous bonus ball me that one time, and everybody, like all you guys were like wanted to kill him. And I was like, dude, it's fine. Like I know what I signed up. Yeah, Drew Templeton bonus balled the shit out of me. Like I was the last guy alive, and he bunkered me, or I think I was already walking off. Yeah, and he just came up and just ripped me in the back like 8 or 9 times. Your spine. Yeah, all my back, and like turn around. It's like that's fuel, right? Yeah, like, I don't care. That's like it's like I don't know. It's just a syndrome. It's like he knows that like we're way better than them, and he finally got one on. He's like, yes, like just let it all out. Right which doesn't bother me, right? And me being bonus balled and stuff like that, I know that I can get my vengeance, right? Like I possess the confidence. I have the confidence that if I go back out there and like, you know, someone gets me good, I can probably get them pretty good. Like I promise you, I will pay you back for that. Like if I want to. Which is also why I think that there's always a mutual respect above the top guys. Like I don't really ever get bonus balled too much. Like J-Rab, I always joke with him because he's kind of a jerk when he bunkers people. Like shoots him behind the ear. I go, I'll be walking up before we're playing you guys. I'll be like, hey man, if you bunker me, don't do what you did to that Thunder guy to me. Yeah, you know? He always laughs. He's like, oh god, because it's also my way of calling him out. Like, yo, you're a bully. Dude. Yeah. Like, it's not nice. Yeah. And Alex will always call him out for stuff like that too. Yeah, which is funny.
But the main point of what we're saying is mainly just centers around like work ethic and you know, going the extra mile and be willing to put in the time versus just getting, you know, there's a lot of ability to get instant gratification with things now. You know, like Ryan and I were talking about the other day, just like how we'll be writing emails on Google and it's just like you type in one letter and it's spelling out the whole sentence for you, and you're like, everything is just so easy now, and it's because of that, it's easy to fall in these traps that everything in life you can put in that same effort, but like your goals, and you know, whether it's just paintball, whatever facet it is, you know, art, music, business, you know, applying that full effort and being concentrated and knowing that, you know, hey, it might take 5, 10, 15 years to get that goal. Like if you're can overlook and not just be waiting on that goal to get to that one spot, but actually enjoy the journey and understand that like you get a lot of fulfillment from working hard for something like that is much better. And like I guarantee you, everyone in here can look back in the last like 5 years, and think about the stuff that really stands out to him, and it's the things that they've buckled down and made some sacrifices and used some self-discipline to work hard for.
Yeah, and Fort Key 66, I want to give you a shout out for what you said. It's like some of the strictest, hardest, meanest coaches were always the best when he was younger in sports. Lots of kids quit. Yeah, it kind of weeds out the competition, or weeds out the people. But I promise you, Mike Himmon's a perfect example of this. Like, he's a very abrasive coach.
Yeah.
Like, he is not a nice guy. As Kyle knows, he's a really nice guy. If you know him, he's super great. Like, Kyle lived with him. Like, he took Kyle into his house.
Yeah.
And then, like, you can stay with me. Didn't charge him rent. Like, I want you to succeed out here. And he did that to a lot of paintball players and, like, help them out as best he can. But as soon as they stepped on the field, don't think you're buddies with Mike. Like, you're
Dude,
I'm your buddy, right?
Yeah,
like,
I would be like, I know I have to go back to say it at Mike's house after practice, and he's saying like the most ruthless shit I've ever been told to in my life by anyone, and I'm like,
hitting you with a clipboard.
Yeah,
and
I'm
you're
like, wait, how am I allowed to say your house still? Like this, like,
am I kicked out?
Yeah, but like.
But look at the players that came out of his camp, right?
Yeah.
You, Mouse, Dalton, Rainey, Stephen Pitts, 4 or 5 other guys that have played on Dynasty in the past. Keikoa, McCormick, Mesa,
Bobby Avila.
It's like he's created more pro players than Shane Pisano. Like that is a coach who is very abrasive, and he will make you better if you trust in the process and you do what you're told. But you have to be able to take it. It's like, oh God, like it's hard. It must have been hard. It's hard for me to watch you guys, like because obviously Mike played with us, so I was never on that receiving end of that. Of that, I think I said something to it. Yeah, I got to laugh at you guys, but at the same time I'm like, oh man, poor kids, right? Poor guys. But it does. It like shapes people up, and in that time, in that moment when this was like the plague of becoming a soft person was like really transforming people, like he will beat that back out of you. Right?
Oh yeah.
So dude, that was like, that's a huge testament to like how from a coaching standpoint you can create, mold, or keep the player on the right path.
Yeah.
Now I don't really, I don't really condone all of his stuff, just because I could never yell at somebody like that.
Yeah.
Like, I've gotten mad at a couple of clinics, but I can't.
Not cut them deep.
No, I can't do some
personal lives and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah. But
So.
Somewhere in the middle.
Yeah. So and then obviously I think Frazier said this, but trophies for everyone. It's another thing, right? Like, I want a trophy, but I promise you that if Sloan doesn't perform well, I'm not gonna be like, well, I mean, she should get something.
Yeah.
Like I gotta hang. I'm a father. I gotta hang something up in her goddamn room.
Yeah.
So I better get a prize. No, that's not how it is. So it's like also it trickles down quite a bit. Like, oh, she should have done way better, and it's not her fault. It's the coach's fault or the judge's fault. Or like the refs cheated her. You know, like you just gotta be like, hey, we gotta work harder.
Yeah.
Sloan, get faster. I know you're not 2 yet, but you gotta run faster.
Well, I mean, perfect example is. I went back to school at a back to college at a way later age, and I was a really shitty student. Like, I was getting in trouble a lot, like, trying to be the class clown and never paying attention. Like,
go figure.
I barely remember anything from high school, and then, going back into school at a later age from the lessons I've learned in paintball, just about like work ethic, and whatnot, like, is enabled me to just go like, oh, well, this stuff's not really that hard. You just have to do the work.
Yeah.
Like, actually, you just have to like apply yourself
pay attention
and make
actually
sacrifices.
Read the
and,
book that they tell you to read.
Yeah,
and actually do the work. Yeah.
You can't play Call of Duty all night and then just take a test the next day and be like, oh, you're good. Like, it's just, and then, so, paintball is really good for that, to give you some awesome life lessons, to show you, the work that goes into it. And I mean, A-Rod, Brandon, and myself were doing drills on Saturday, and A-Rod was just talking about like work ethic and just doing all the little things, and we brought up like that 2015 World Cup where like we went to Florida early, and we shot one lane for like 2 hours, just repetitive, and like then when we went in, like mentally we felt prepared, physically we were prepared, prepared, confident, everything, and then you could look back and you didn't feel like you were giving anyone else an advantage.
Yeah, and I mean, props to you guys for doing all those drills. I mean, I know A-Rod is like a perfect example. Like, he works really hard. He's out in the field a lot.
Yeah.
And it
shows.
It shows with his gun skills. You were talking about that, and I was just egging you guys on as much as I could because I wanted you guys to come play against us and with us. I'm like, come on, chumps! What do you guys don't want to do this? And so I'm just trying to talk as much shit as I could to get you guys to come because I just wanted to play with you guys. I just wanted to have more fun.
Yeah.
And I'm
like, we all went to the field this weekend, and Ryan and I lived together. We went to the field in
separate cars,
and Brandon, A-Rod, and myself did drills.
I'm now officially the enemy.
Ryan, Marcelo, and Scott were playing with some of the other guys at the field, so a little separation there.
So yeah, I would. I was like, "Come on, let's go! Come on! We got 3 guys. You guys got 3 guys. Like, a little 3-on-3.
Yeah,
we got Dan Norcross, and obviously the trader that you just picked up, A-Rod, who traded on Dan Norcross. I was like, A-Rod, are you scared to run up? You're scared to run up the center because you saw Dan up there, huh? And so I was just like, let's go. Come on, you guys.
Trying to egg him on to get him come over there.
I just wanted to play against you guys and have some fun. I'm all about having fun. And A-Rod came into the pit, and he was at the beginning of the day. He's like, I'm not here to have fun in paintball. I go, yeah, we know that. You're just here to get paid. And he's like, exactly. But I want to win. So good for him. Yeah. Hey, quick question to Lori Miller really quickly, because I know that D-Zone, you wanted to watch the Team USA team. Lori, is Team USA practicing in California? Yeah, PB 760. That's right. They didn't want the heat from Greenspan. That's what I think I might have even said that to them. I was pulling out all the stops. Lori, so I just want to D-Zone. I think that Team USA might have a practice out here, so I'm not sure if they are or not. But let's make this. So speaking of hard work, dedication, and effort, right? We've got. Already have Austin Beatty, who I think most people in here hopefully know who Austin Beatty is already. He's been a great example of like the process of BKI and how it can work. The paintball combine, he's been to every single one of those. He's been to all the summer camps. He's now like a junior instructor is what we're calling him. So he knows a lot of the stuff. It's just kind of teaching him the confidence to be able to translate that information to other teams and other players. But he's been a BKI member since he started, and he's now a pro player on AC Diesel. We've got who else? There's a couple other BKI kids, but Jackson Frey, who probably could go pro already, but wanted to tough it out with his squad, which is awesome. And there's a ton of other pros that have. I mean, Mikey Arena was the very, very first. Mikey Arena plays on our team, who was on DMG all last year. Was the very, very first subscribing member to BKI, like as of when Grayson Goff was doing it. So he was the very first dude. Not only that, but we've got a new inductee who's a BKI member that we're proud to announce is going to be playing with the Ironman and World Cup, and that is Christian Martinez from Bro Army. So shout out to Bro Army. Those guys work extremely hard. You've been up there. You trained them.
Yeah. I mean, they're doing drills in the snow.
They do their drills in the snow.
Yeah.
That's
like
crazy.
Every day in the backyard, just getting after it. That's all they care about. That's definition of kind of what the main topic was today about putting in the work.
Yeah. So I mean, like, for those of you guys who are listening right now, either tonight, right now, live, or if you guys are listening to this at any point in time, you got to do the work. Yeah. Right. You got to do the work. You got to put. Yeah, Lori, surprise! Thank you for tuning in. Yeah. So actually, I don't even know if anybody else really knows this, but that news that we just dropped, and I don't know if anybody's supposed to announce that, but whatever. I found out, so that is why you guys tune into Monday night, is to get all the juicy details.
Yeah, there you go.
So
heard it here first. People are gonna stop telling us stuff soon.
Nah. Someone told me to say that. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, totally. And so keep all the information on. Keep all the information coming. But that's another reason. That's also why we're going to give away a free BKI membership to one player out here, one person that's in the comment section. So we're going to figure out a way to figure out who that's going to be. But that's just kind of like a testament to the BKI program working. He's been a BKI member. He's been in there, like we said. And I think we're close to like 10 players now who are pros. 10 players who have used the BKI program to go pro. So that's huge news. I'm stoked on that.
Got a few
questions?
Few questions from Dizon that he sent to me earlier. This is a pretty good one. He was saying, do you think that having less pro teams would mean more sponsorship funding for the other pro teams?
Not really.
Yeah.
I don't think that if there were 10 teams that we would get twice the money from HK. I think that it
would just be more distributed through.
Yeah, it would probably either trickle down, or the teams would be like, sweet, we don't have to give as much free stuff away, because I don't think that the bottom 10 teams really have that great of a deal. Yeah. You know, like NRG is NRG, ML Kings. Those guys are funded by one person. It's not like, I don't even know, TMG, Trade My Gun is probably get some cash from the TradeMyGun.com. Yeah. But it's not like any of those guys are sponsored so well that they're getting all their expenses paid from one person or another. So, sure. Yeah. So I don't know about that. Yeah, P760, let's go. Let's get a clinic in San Diego. You're right. Just kind of waiting. On that. Seeing if Pendleton will be open for the public a little bit more. Yeah. So maybe
looks like it's getting that way.
It's getting there. Steve Frazier, as you guys saw, summer camp July 21st to the 25th, 2021. Do you have Lori? Do you have the sign up yet? I think if you just contact Lori or Anthony, you can kind of put your name down to make sure that you're going to be in there. I know that 4 people have already signed up, probably 5 or 6 at this point. So. Yeah, give them a shout out, call them to figure that one out.
Dizon asked another question. He said, will you guys do more guest interviews in the future, like a talk show? And that is something actually that we did once. We had Harris on for a little bit, right?
Yeah, actually I wanted to do that. And we definitely can. I just got to figure out how we do it on YouTube live.
Oh, yeah, because it's easier with Zoom.
It was way easier for Zoom, so I think I can still do a screen share. But I have to test that out. So Dizon, and if there are any people that you guys want us to have jump on here, for sure, shoot that in the comment section, and we'll check that out. But we had Alex on the one time, I think. Didn't we? I want to say we had Alex on, but no. I know we had Harris on. Yeah, I think that was it. Yeah, I definitely want to have some other guys to. Thanks, Dizon. That means you're kind of getting tired of hearing what we have to say, which I think that's what I'm taking out of this. Right there, you bully. But we'll definitely check that out. I'll have to play around a little bit here with how this whole system works, so I can give you guys a nice production value. So Lori says there's going to be a couple of regional. Combines, probably early January in Boston, late January, February, into a couple warmer spots, maybe Florida, Texas, or California. So, we need to rock, paper, scissors for what the pro roster is going to be on that. Also, another cool, I don't know if it's cool, but I think it's kind of cool. AC Dallas and AC Diesel have a new gun sponsor. They're not using the Axe plus Cash anymore. They're using Shockers.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So a couple of new things. I believe there's a new Shocker coming out. I don't know why I'm telling everybody this, because I'm not sponsored by them, and I don't really want to endorse their product, but that has a CS2 bolt in it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That's kind of interesting, right? So they were seen shooting Shockers at the last practice. Wow. Upcoming BKI content. So again, we're going to be giving away a free BKI membership. So upcoming content is going to be a 2v4 drill with Nick Laval and a snap shooting drill with Marcelo Margot. And I have 2 drills that got deleted out of my Google Drive shared folder with the BKI admin. So I'm going to reshoot them this weekend. I'm going to get a bunch of content actually for everybody too. So those of you guys who are BKI members, and even if you're not, shoot me a comment right now, and if there's anything specifically you guys want to learn, because we're having our first practice Friday, first team practice of this whole downtime. Our World Cup practice will be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in Arizona. So that's where we're headed out to on this weekend. So if there's anything specific that you guys want to learn, let me know, and I'm gonna have Tyler film a snap shooting video anyway, just so I can figure it out. Like, I need to know. I really need to know how that goes. Oof, Peter, 3 shoulder surgeries. Aye.
Is there anywhere for them to find G2 clinic dates?
Let me shoot out a text message real quickly and see if I can find you guys some G2 clinic dates right now. But I think you can go to g2paintball.com and there will be a bunch of information on there. Will you go onto their website real quick and see what that thing says? But they are going to have a spring training also in Arizona, and this is a hands-on thing. So the two differences, obviously, being the BKI program is there's over 400 pieces of content on our website that you can sift through if you want to figure out how to dive better, if you want to figure out how to play the snake, if you want to play the Doritos, if you want to shoot out of the back center, whatever it may be, if you want to learn why Marcelo did specific moves that he did during a big game, a big match, you can go and watch the film room. There's body mechanics drills and stuff like that. So it's your way to take some drills and use them and mimic them in practice. Whereas G2, you show up and it's an actual skills training, right? You warm up with the agility drills so that you're really tired, and then you go and jump into all that. So they have 2 locations. It's Wild West and Battle Zone. And
looks like there's might be another October one at Wild West. There was just one yesterday.
Yeah. So yeah, check out it's G2paintball.com, and you're going to be able to get all the information, and you can kind of sift through the trainers. It's a pretty cool setup that they have there, and it's really well organized, and it's very, very well priced. Yeah. Like it's a good price for what you get. For like a one day, you can buy like 3-pack sessions, so it's kind of structured around a like personal training. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yeah. Right? So that's pretty cool, and for those of you guys who are going to sign up for BKI, because in order to win the
3-pack it's on sale right now, $90.
$90.
That's pretty good.
For $90, you get 3 clinics, basically 3 workouts is what they call it. Yeah. And from what I've seen, they're pretty intensive and they're really good. They're pretty solid. So G2 might kind of venture out to the California region as well, but they don't do any online stuff. That's not online. It's in person. You gotta go there, and you get your butt kicked by Victor, Unger, Tyler, and Rusty Glaze. So that's pretty cool stuff. And then I'll try to figure out what the dates are for those things, but you can kind of just go to their website and probably figure that out as well. Let me see. So we got all that going on. I am gonna film a dive and slide conditioning drill. I'm going to refilm it actually, and then how to play up the center, like what to do when you're in the center. Talking about that Mick pick 2 kind of thing.
There you go.
So does anybody else have any other questions here before we jump into the free membership giveaway? And we got the Shockers there, the Red Giant. Also, for those of you guys who are the level 2 and level 3 memberships, I did send out the HK Army discount code for you. I'm working on getting a Field 1 discount code for shirts and AccuLock barrel kits. Also, we have a new Dynasty Hypercolor t-shirt that's going to be coming out. I'm going to make sure you guys have the first crack at that and get a discount code for you guys on there. So if you guys join as members of the community, you get access to cool things like that. We want to see this. Danny Kaler, call up SK and ask for tips on how to play the back with 9,000 pods. Better way to play back and hold lanes on a 2-on-1 or a 3-on-1. Sean, all right.
What's your email again? Someone was asking for it earlier.
Ryan Greenspan18@gmail.com.
If any of you guys are interested in it and doing those Zoom training calls too as well. Let us know.
Steve, I'll get that. I'm going to actually have a call with Yosh Rao right after this meeting is up, after this live is up, and I'm going to have a little meeting with him, and I'm going to land you guys a discount code. I'm actually going to try to get an AccuLock barrel kit to give away for you guys. So
that's a nice thing.
So stay tuned for that. I think you're still working on getting one from Carbon.
J Stu Production said Energy Elite is signing with Planet Eclipse.
There we go.
First.
There we go.
So we'll see if that
comes
true here.
Thank you, Jose Cabrejo. Thank you very much for reminding me about that. The those of you guys who are playing the ASG clinic this weekend, I'm going to give you guys, I meant to earmark a little bit of time here for that. That was the layout that we were practicing. It's actually the same layout as Paris 2019.
Was it the first event?
That was the second event. First event was Spain. Second event was, remember we played Impact. We beat them. I thought it was a close match, or did we mercy them?
I think we mercied them that or was that the first one? What was the event that we got smoked by the Russians?
Oh, that was the first event.
That was the first event?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but that was the one. Remember when Blake ran up the middle and we're like, all right, we don't need to win this point. And Blake went berserk and ran up the middle and like bumped into Nick Laval. Yeah. So one thing I do want to say, so Jose, I actually just found that out. I was talking to Marcelo about it. Go on to the NXL Europe's website. For those of you guys who are playing the ASG one, or not website, the Facebook page, and go find the video for the Paris 2019 ML Kings. We ended up playing the Russians in the finals, and there was the field's really good. The up the center is good, but that Dorito side is super strong. Actually, the snake side is really strong too because you can get onto their side of the field. But I'm pretty sure it's a copy of that exact field. Marcelo had sent it to me, and you remember that field, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm gonna say. The Dorito side is way more easy to run to than the snakes. Or sorry, the snake side's easier to make it to off the break than the Dorito side is. But if you can make the moves over there on that Dorito side, you can go up at that little W and then dive straight across in that 50. Remember we saw Fedorov do that?
Yeah.
And then
Archie was doing that a little bit.
Yeah, and we had Archie do it a little bit. I was standing out in that blind zone and then filling out to the corner on the Dorito side. But remember how we were losing to the Russians? There was 1 minute and 19 seconds left. We were down by 2 points, and Archie goes, "I'm too tired," and he sat out. And then we scored the next one, and we were playing for tie up. And we're like, "Archie, we need you out here." He's like, "I'm gassed." And we're like, "What are you talking about? How are you be gassed?" We're down by 1 point with like 46 seconds left. Get the hell on the
Nick
field.
and Mouse were talking about that the other day, actually, because they were commentating that game.
Yeah. He just like stopped playing. He's like, I'm gassed. So that was kind of funny. But yeah, Jose, check that out. Yeah, this is the field layout right here. This is what we just played. So this is the field layout right here. Yeah, shout out to Bo. Let me hold on. I apologize, guys. Hold on. You guys all deserve air horns.
Slarian 1.
Slarian.
Smoked salmon fun.
Smoked salmon fun. That's right. That will actually. Solarian, thank you very much for that. I'm gonna go to Trader Joe's today. Yeah, I'm gonna get a couple. I think those things are like $5 a piece. Hold on, there's a glare on the screen there. But this is the layout right here that I just played over the weekend.
Dark.
Yeah, my screen isn't even on. But that Dorito side, both sides on the outside are really strong. It's easier to make it to the snake side. That cake, that is inside in the middle on the snake side is a great lane for that outside on the snake. So if you go there shooting out wide, you can probably shoot that guy running to the snake off the break. Jose, shoot me an email. My email is ryangreenspan18@gmail.com, and I'll send you a couple game plans for you so you can use for this weekend on what we did. So shout out to Bo Roulette. Appreciate that. I don't know where you're getting that cool little the what is that?
Must be when
pear? Is that a pear?
At it, I guess.
Yeah. And then let's see here.
Oh, like right here.
Oh wow, cool. Hey man, wow. That's great. So like I want to choose one of our members really quickly. I'm gonna go ahead and start doing the giveaways. Let me see here.
Yeah, and if you guys have any last minute questions, go ahead and fire them off if we didn't get to them.
So actually, first things first, this is going to be, because I want to start including the people who can't make it on the live section of everything. If you're not here right now live on Monday, it's okay. If you're still watching this, I do want to we thank you for the support also by just tuning in. So Blaine Hammer is going to be the winner of this HK Army lanyard right here. So I'm going to send you this with a couple stickers. Blaine, I'll shoot you a message directly, but this is a Tuesday morning ritual for him, so we do appreciate you tuning in however you can, whenever you can, wherever you can. Are there any international guys here in the chat right now? Anybody from overseas that we got in here? If you guys are commenting, right now. So right now there are 12 supporting members. So right now there's only 12 guys. You guys have a 1 in 12 chance of winning this at the end of the week, and you also have a 1 in 12 chance of winning this right now. So let's see here.
Jay Sue asks, I believe neither one of our teams are going to be at that VA Pro Invitational.
I was actually just talking to Marcelo about that too. I kind of wish we did.
I said the same thing. I thought it would be a great opportunity.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to. I wanted to do it
because it's on the actual field layout of the World Cup.
Yeah, that would actually be a really good World Cup layout practice. For those of you guys, there's another Pro Invitational event that's going on, and they're playing. I think you played what? You played 7 matches.
Yeah.
Yeah, 7. Yeah. So you can play 7 matches on the layout, which
yeah.
Marcelo's like, well, they're the lower ranked teams, so it's like I don't think it would be really good practice. I'd rather practice against Heat and Ironman. I was like, yeah, I guess, but you just get the different looks.
Oh yeah,
playing, and you're in the tournament.
There's refs and everything. It's a great experience. Cryptgrow said, Kyle, thoughts on A-Rod, free win for Cup or what? I'm stoked to have A-Rod on the team. Obviously, everyone knows he's pretty lethal guy on the field. I never think that it's a free win. It's extremely hard to win NXLs regardless of your team. But definitely stoked to have him on the team. So answer that question.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I've got a winner here. Really quickly, I want to make sure that everybody has liked this video. Go in there and throw a like on here, and I'm going to give away a membership to BKI. Before I do that,
it's a nice giveaway.
Oh, Dizon, hold on, here we go.
Thanks, Dizon. You rock, brother.
Yeah, we really appreciate it, Dizon, as always. I mean, you know that. We do, we really do. Oh, you have an Angel, Dan Kaler, you have an Angel Air regulator? For real? Damn. That's pretty cool. I don't know if anybody remembers those Angel Airs. I actually was on the box. It was cool. It's a cool little factoid. When those
on the
things
square?
Yeah, there was like a big box, and there was like a little bubble right there, and it was they asked for like a comment, like what do you want to say about this? Usually, and just so you guys know, a lot of times if there's going to be a comment made by the coach of Dynasty or whoever, like Kyle Spicka said this, usually it's a prepared comment that someone's like, hey, are you cool with putting your name on this? Because like whoever's doing the press release is like, hey, you cool with this one? And you're like, yeah. So I got kind of caught off guard, and they're like, hey, we need a quote from you. And so do you guys this is such a lousy. Do you remember the old, like the chronos, or actually they still have them, you shoot over 300 and it beeps?
Yeah.
Like, beep.
Yeah.
Right? So my comment was like, it was like my endorsement of the product was like, it said beep, beep over the chrono. Not going to hear that anymore with my Angel Air because it's so consistent.
It's so corny.
It was the worst. It was the worst. I'm still embarrassed about that 15 or 18 years later.
Oh man.
Yeah. So that was my comment. The Angel Air was cool. It was ahead of its time, right? It was it was like the flying car.
Yeah.
Right? It's around, but it's just ahead of its time. That guy
way overweight.
All right, winner of the sticker pack. Right here, member Fortkey 66. I wrote it on there.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I don't know. I might have to put it in a different envelope now. But
it's upside down.
It's because it doesn't matter if it's upside down, really.
Yeah.
But yes, I also wrote it upside down, but whatever. Fortkey 66. Shoot me an email with your address, and I'll fill this out correctly and not upside down. You're gonna win this fat sticker pack right here with Green Apple Jolly Rancher. Oh, Joe Bike, Forky's your roommate? That means I'll put in some extra stickers. Boy, there's probably 15 stickers in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, you don't get this one. 16.
This is a business card.
This is Randall Sandals. I went to Randall Sandals today. Or yesterday. I told you about that sandal place. Yeah. There's a little sandal shop, and he got this. This is what I wanted to put on my pants. And Jay was like, what are you talking about? I was like, I want to like have a cool little guy like drinking a cocktail or like, having a surfboard. And Jay's like, well, I need to send these things to the print right now. And I'm like, But anyway, I found this and I sent it to him and I go, hey, this is what I want. I need this on my new when we revamp the Aloha series. Actually, that reminds me, you members guys, as a product of me going to Randall Sandals and tagging Indosole, which is that eco-friendly sandals. I think I did talk about this with the sponsorship thing. If there's ever like a product that I really do believe in and I love, I'll give them a shout out. Like, you don't have to pay me to give you a shout out if you make cool stuff. But this company, Randall Sandals, sells only eco-friendly products. Okay, which is cool. It's great. You know, everybody loves the environment. And then I tagged Indosole because theirs are made out of recycled car tires out of Indonesia. Shipped all the way over here, and they were only like $35. Plus, it was Flip Flop Friday, so I got 10% off. Good deal, just in case you guys are ever in Pacific Beach on a Friday. But Indosoles hit me up and goes, hey, would you and or any of your friends, family, or followers want some sandals at a discount? And I said, yeah, what do you got? And so he's going to send me over a discount code. I'll probably just share it with the members first, and then and there's going to be, I believe, there's going to be a 50% discount and then a 20 or 30% off discount. So if you like sandals, which you should, everybody should like sandals, and you like not paying full retail for them, I'm going to get a discount code for you.
And then when you're done, you can bury them in the garden as fertilizer.
So I don't know, because I don't know if they're compostable. There were a pair of sandals that were made out of recycled plastic. Yeah, a rubber. Oh, speaking of recycling, I've got great news. Forgot about this. I've partnered with Republic Services Waste Management, and they are going to be providing the NXL with a great deal, discounted rate on their hauling service for all of their cardboard boxes, and then also setting up recycling bins throughout the VIP and all throughout the site.
Oh, nice.
So it has been a mission of mine to make sure that the NXL recycles, or there's some education on recycling. So that I'm proud of, and I'm actually kind of excited about. So we'll be able to be recycling and worrying about being conscious about the environment. There you go. At the paintball field. You know, I mean, we've talked about this, but it's actually happening.
Yeah.
The ball has moved.
That's right.
As a matter of fact, and the local GM of Republic Services, I suppose in the email chain, is a huge fan of paintball. Actually, a huge fan of Tampa Bay Damage out of all teams. But was like, dude, no way. So we got them VIP tickets, and I think they're going to try to do that throughout the whole series next year.
Oh, hell yeah.
Is help with recycling. And so
That's
they're
awesome.
Not charging them anything for it. And then just a hauling fee. So
sweet.
I just got to get Tom Cole on the horn, and then if you're at World Cup and you see a blue bin, that's not for your chili dog. That is for the can or plastic mountain spring water bottle that you're drinking out of there, and that's what goes in those receptacles.
Or Coke or Sprite or
Coke
whatever,
or Sprite or whatever the hell
drink.
you guys are drinking. This if you're drinking zero sugar raspberry lemonade kombucha from Tum.
Yeah.
Recycle, please. Okay. BKI membership.
Panda,
Panda Nation. Panda Nation. Yeah, if you're tuning in at the 1 hour and 13 minute mark of our 1 hour show, there is a chance that you missed the topic of the show that happened a little earlier. But you can
rewind a
little bit. Steve Frazier, yes, Paris Chantilly Open 2019, I believe was the event. Let me look on the text message from Marcelo one more time. That's for the ASG. Yeah, Paris Chantilly Open 2019. Watch that for those of you guys who are playing the ASG event. BKI membership. Kyle, why don't you do the honors? You're good at
giving away one.
Steve Frazier. Yep, that's right.
Yeah, Steve Frazier won the other week.
Yep. Oh, Dana Pennington. Yeah, you just got the New Balance shoes. They are really comfy. That's another thing. This is actually for everybody out there. There is a link at the bottom of the description for Dynasty's New Balance team store. You save about 30% off, give or take. And this is another quick thing about as far as affiliate links and codes go. For those of you guys who are looking to get any of the products that are endorsed by any player, make sure you try to use their affiliate links or codes. So if you really want Transfuse and you can't figure out who to support between Marcelo Margot and the Play the Game guys or Ronnie Dizon, make sure you get it from one of their codes, because that way it's trackable. And the reason that we want it to be trackable is not just because someone gets a commission off of it, but what it does is it adds to the total in a dollars spent category with paintball. So New Balance specifically, they give a discount to everyone so they can show that paintball is relevant and possibly worth sponsoring, which is how one of the Under Armour deals that once it started getting a little bit stepped up is because so many people were ordering shoes off of these affiliate codes that is now trackable. So the rep can go straight over to their superiors and go, hey, look, this is how much money we're now selling in paintball. Yeah, we should now grab a little bit of budget and start sponsoring Team USA kids or whatever it might be, So Brandon from Team USA has a pair of the Freeze V2s, I believe. That's what I wear. That's there's a discount code for New Balance down at the bottom. And Kyle, you got it. You got a winner.
Well, I was gonna do a little quick quiz, but
quiz time.
All right, not a quiz, but everyone that doesn't already have a BKI membership, I want you to write how you think having a BKI membership in one sentence would help you the most. So quickly, I'm gonna pick a winner who has the best answer here. How do you think a BKI membership would help your game the most?
How would a BKI membership
benefit you the
most? Yeah, there we go. So quickly, and while we're waiting, really quickly, let's see. Any more announcements? So we got. What are you doing? Are you doing anything this weekend?
For just practicing.
Just practicing with you guys.
Yeah, I am working on a new BKI piece of content. It's going over codes for your snake players. For you and your 2-player behind you to work on.
Yep, communication between the two.
Yep.
Good call. And then for those of you guys who are the super mega subscribers to the channel, I'm talking to, we've got Sean Dolan, we've got Blaine Hammer, we've got Eddie Dizon, Steve Frazier. You guys, I'm going to reach out, Sean Dolan. I'm going to reach out to you guys directly and get your guys' address so you can expect one of these things in your mailbox by the end of the week, signed specifically to you guys. And thanking you very much for your support. You guys can put this in your pillow like Kyle does, or you can hang it on the wall like I do in my room. Camille loves that. It was actually great when I opened this today. Sloan saw it, and Sloan looks at it and goes, Dada? And I go, yeah, who's this? She goes, Kai Kai? Yeah, she calls him Kai Kai.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so she knows that's us. So thank you guys very much for the support on the mega support status. Also going to hit you guys with some more discount codes, hopefully after I get off the call with Yosh here in a moment. So, okay, what do we got here? Grind an hour a day, every day.
Kind of like this one.
Okay. Yeah, I like that a lot.
Well, this too. Maybe.
Okay. I am bad. That'd be better. I'm bad too. I don't know what a dab up is. I'm just coming back to the game 8 years. Yeah, welcome Dana back to the sport. Justin Jones is also a player who's been on hiatus for a while. Came back out into the BKI program and is stoked on it. And yes, we'll try to get a clinic out here. Nick Laval's the best. All right, yeah, hit it.
All right, so
with the winner.
It was a close one here between Sean Byrne and Joe Pike, and Joe was selfless enough to say, "Hey, give it to Sean Byrne." So,
oh no way.
Let's Sean Byrne, you're the winner there. So,
damn, Sean cashing in. You won last week's prize too.
There we go.
So it pays to be active, guys. He was the one who guessed our birthdays.
Oh yeah. That's right.
Oh, which reminds me, I have another hat to give away too. So don't worry, you guys still can win. Hey Joe, do you want a hat? Let me know. Let me know in the comments real quick, because that can be the consolation prize here is this G2 hat right here. We'll sign it, and I'll send this out to you. Here's young Sloan. I see the cheeks out. So yeah, Joe, if you want this hat, you let me know, and it'll be you'll win this. Okay, Joe's getting the hat.
Yeah, Sean, reach out to us.
Sean,
I'm sure we have your information.
I've got his information.
Yeah.
So basically, Sean, and actually everybody do this. Go ahead and do me a favor, because there might be some more BKI memberships to give away in the future. And what it'll help is if you guys sign up for the free section in BKI, there's actually a ton of stuff that you can still learn in there. There's a freemium section that has a taste of what you guys are going to get. I think there's still like 12 drills in there that you can learn from.
Yeah.
There's a couple free section drills, but then the freemium one has like my favorite 5 drills that are on the site, or 5 of, not my favorite, but some of the better drills that I think they're on the site. One from every professor, you, Marcella, me, Nick, and Nick. Okay, so yes, Sean, if you already have the free section, then what I'll do is I'll have just send me an email or a DM with what your login is, and I'll have them upgrade you for 1 month for free. And then if you like it, ramp it up. Oh yeah, Dane Kaler, Monday Night Paintball is live on Twitch and Go Sports. Right? Is it right now? But yeah, let's see. What club did you go to? We see the stamp. Oh no, this is actually not a club. Thank you. I actually was noticing that too. Sloan got a put a shirt on her. Sloan put we got her, what are these things? Little tattoos. Yeah. So she was playing with it. She thought it was a sticker, but it was a tattoo. And so I was like, look, you put it on, and she was scared of it. So I have it's like a little like girl's bracelet from Frozen or Trolls or something like that. I think this is going to be a ongoing thing with me in the future here. So
that's a good makeup story for your late night last night.
Yeah, my Sunday night clubbing experience during COVID's. I got a sweet tattoo from it.
Chuck E. Cheese Club.
So again, thank you guys very much for the support. Thank you guys everybody for donation. If you guys were able to do that. If you guys want to be able to be entered in to win this G2 jacket, it is getting cold. Just like we said, you need a jacket. So as soon as the month is over, we're going to choose one member. We have 12 members right now. Every week we're going to be giving away either a sticker pack or something to our members, and then every month we're going to give away one big prize. I think this is going to be the G2 jacket this month. It's courtesy of G2 Paintball. And then I think we're going to try to get an AccuLock barrel for you guys next month. A barrel kit.
There you go.
I've already said what. Oh yeah. Also, I got in a car accident last night driving home. It wasn't an accident. We hit a deer on the 5 freeway.
Totaled his car.
Totaled my car. I don't know. Hopefully it's not totaled, but destroyed my car.
The front end is totaled.
Yeah, the whole front of my car. It's gonna be about probably close to a month to get my car fixed. And luckily nobody was injured aside from the deer. And I do feel very badly about hitting the deer. But the crazy thing is I've lived in San Diego for 20 years and I've never seen a deer in my life. And in the city limits, we hit a deer.
I didn't believe it. Ryan actually sent me the photo. I wasn't home, and I was like, "What did you really hit?" That doesn't look like a deer. And then I got home and I was looking at it, and there's deer hair all and everywhere.
It was really bad, man. Do we still get the car if we guess your social security number? Did you get to keep the meat, Steve?
No, that's like buying a haunted house. They don't want your car now.
Well, putting the meat in the fridge would be like having a haunted house.
True. Yep.
No, I didn't keep the meat, Steve, because I don't even know what I would do with if I pulled over to the side of the road and pulled my flashlight out and went over.
Threw that thing in your trunk.
Yeah, like, have you seen what movie is that? What happens when was that one movie where they thought the deer was dead and they put it in the trunk and then it wakes up in the back and just starts smashing everything?
I don't know. It feels like it'd be like Harold and Kumar Lake House or something.
Exactly. Harold and Kumar or something like that. So, Steve, there is a deer dead on the side of the 5 South. We notified the Fish and Game or the Humane Society, and they were like, okay. So I guess
Park Ranger, the
5 freeway.
South Park Ranger.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess if it's still alive, you're supposed to do that. But I mean, by the time we even figured out what happened, we were half a mile down the road. We were going 65 miles an hour. We're going on the freeway. the thing darted in front of us. So
Jeez.
Tommy Boy, it was Tommy Boy. Shout out to Blaine Hammer coming in. Steve, it's illegal to take roadkill. I didn't know that. But yeah, I wouldn't even know what to imagine if I hit a deer and then I came home and was like, hey guys, well, you want to see what the silver lining is? We got venison steaks. Like, no, I can't do that, dude. No way, man. Where's my phone? I'll show you guys the photo really quickly of the front of my car, and then we'll call it. And also, guys, I'll put a link for those of you, everybody in there or in here right now. Look at this. BKI did a Chantilly 2019 breakdown. It's Marcelo and Nick Laval did it, so there is a little bit more in there for you guys on the BKI site. So here's the front of my car. This is the front of my car right here. Let's see. For those of you guys wanted to see, it's this thing. Can you guys see this? Yeah. So there's the front right there, and here's another to the side of it right there. It's pretty. Yeah. My car was pretty roasted, and we ended up we just drove it. Kept driving it. Yeah.
That's wild.
PB760, shoot me an email and I'll help you guys out. Kyle didn't believe that was a deer, but yeah, that's 100%. Joe, so I don't know if it's no airbags went off. Luckily, Sloan was sleeping, but she woke up. It was like at 8 p.m. She woke up for a second.
I don't think your license plate's on the front.
No, I'll put a license plate on the front of the car. It looks stupid. No. But yeah, everybody's safe. We're all okay. Aside from the one deer that lives in San Diego is now, but the population of deer have been reduced by a drastic percentage, if not 100%. Pretty close to that because, like I said, I've never seen a deer in San Diego. Even like you didn't believe it. The people at the auto body shop were like, "What do you mean you hit a deer?" The people renting me, I had to get a rental car, and they were like, "Where'd you hit a deer?" And I go, right up the road on the 5, and they're like, on the freeway? And I go, yeah. And they go, wait, where? And I go, I'm like right 3 miles up the road. And they go, there's no deers here. So yeah, everybody's safe and unharmed. I mean, obviously, except for, like we said, the deer's not doing so hot.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to everybody who won tonight. Sean Byrne wins the BKI membership. Fort Key 66 getting a pack of stickers for you and the roommate. And Blaine Hammer from Tuesday Morning Rituals, listening to this not live, is going to get this HK Army lanyard. All right, guys. So thank you guys. I smoked it here in Santa Cruz Mountains 8 years ago. Yeah, it's rough, man. Do you got any plans for a family 3-man team? Are there any plays for 3-man? 3-man's tough, man. You gotta like always power the side that you have the advantage on is one good way of playing. That's like one good advantage. Like
gun skills are pretty important in that.
Actually, a really good one, Richard. If you're a BKI member, check out the 3-on-3 island drill. There's actually about 4 or 5 different 3-on-3 drills that we have on there, team drills and like kind of finding players. But the 3-on-3 island drill will teach you a whole lot about how to play and the mentality you should have when you're playing on the 3-on-3. So check out the island drill. That's one of our favorite drills to do, and it teaches you guys a lot. So thank you guys again for the support.
Of course, yeah. Big shout out to BKI and G2 also.
Shout out to this guy.
See you guys next Monday.
See you guys Monday, 4 p.m. Hold on, I'm gonna hit you guys real quick with a little bit of elevator music.
I cannot breathe, I can't see, I can't look in between. I cannot breathe, I can't see, I can't look in between. I cannot breathe, I can't see, I can't look in between.